guys, it's Sylvita. Today I have a review of the Mineral Fusion Eye Palette. So this is a vegan, natural, cruelty-free palette. So those of you looking for a nice neutral palette with very subtle a range of shades, very useful for all day, any day, this is a good palette and I'm going to give you my review. Overall, to keep it short, it's a very handy palette. I like it a lot. There are some cons to it, but also a lot of pros, so that's why I'm really happy with it. And as you can see, it's made in recyclable materials, because Mineral Fusion is one of those brands that's very eco-friendly, all natural, and it has a little magnet case, so it's really handy. It's not too big or bulky, so it fits in my little go-to makeup box. And yeah, so let's get into it. And like I said, I'm gonna go through the pros and some of the cons, and then I'll try to swatch it. The sun's not being my friend today, so we're gonna do the best. Just to start off, I found this palette at Whole Foods. I heard about it through Logical Harmony. It's a YouTube channel, and it's run by this girl named Tashina Combs. She tells you all about how to shop vegan and cruelty-free. And she posted on her Instagram, and I saw it, and at the time I had been looking for something like this, and I saw the picture and I thought, that's perfect. So it was a Whole Foods exclusive. It's one of the few times I go into that store. I really personally don't like Whole Foods. It's overpriced in my opinion. But it's an exclusive. It was listed as $30, but it was on sale for the holidays for $22. So I don't know if that sale's still going on, but regardless, $30 is kind of what you're looking at when it comes to an all-natural palette. $30 and up in any good quality palette, so I would say this is definitely worth it, especially if you can find it on sale like I did. It comes with these 6 shades, from a highlight all the way to this dark matte shade. It comes with the pencil, Mineral Fusion eye pencil, and it also comes with a dual-ended brush. The dual-ended brush itself, I don't really use it, although it's pretty decent compared to most brushes that come in packages. I'm picky, and I tend to like to use my Eco Tools brushes. You have this white, supposed to be a highlight shade. You have this kind of peachy, yellowy, vanilla-y shade. It's a matte one. This one is a shimmer, and it's a gold shade. That's the one I'm wearing on my eyes, if you can tell. This one's a matte taupe shade, good for the crease and for creating a nice dimension to your eyes. This is the shimmery taupe shade. It's very similar to this shade, it's just a little bit lighter and shimmery, and I think it's really nice to just put on by itself for a nice little wash of color. And then this one is a chocolatey matte shade. I like to use this for the liner, so lining the corners of my eyes a little bit and a little bit on the lower lash line. Out of all of these, my favorite shades are these 3 right here: the gold, the matte taupe, and the shimmery taupe. These 2 are very pretty on their own, and then this one, it blends really well for a nice transition, nice, like I said, creating nice dimension. This one, it's okay. I just put it on kind of as the base to help blend my colors a little bit more, but really it doesn't show up on my skin because it kind of matches my skin exactly. I have yellow undertones, so you can't, when I put it on in the demo, you're gonna tell. And in real life too, usually on camera in real life the colors look different. In real life it looks exactly like my color. You'll see in the swatches as well. Like I said, comes with a variety of shimmers and mattes, a good variety, everything you kind of need for every day, which is why I like it. I work full-time, and I work somewhere where I want to look polished, but I don't want to look too crazy or too, inappropriate. So I don't want to wear anything too flashy. So it allows me to have a little bit of fun if I have some extra time in the morning to experiment with some eyeshadow, but it still blends nicely to the point where you can easily pull it off as a day-to-day or work look. So that's what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing 1, 2, 3, 4. I used all 4 of these. Actually, I used everything, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I did use everything, as you'll see. The quality, this is where the con comes in. It's really powdery, and I didn't expect it to be so powdery. This is my first Mineral Fusion product, and I have swatched their little trio eyeshadows before, and those feel creamy and soft. These are completely different. It wasn't what I was expecting. So this one especially is super powdery. So I'm going to show you right now just how powdery it is. Like, I feel like I have a bunch of powdered sugar on my finger right now. It looks like chalk, a little bit like chalk. So let's put that one on. But look, and it's not nice. It's very chalky. It's really my least favorite color in the palette, my least used one. When I go in for a highlight, I actually like to use my Pixie Copper Peach palette. So there you go. It's just really chalky, and I don't like it. But really, that's the only one I really don't like. But like I said, the colors are pretty powdery, but the rest, you can kind of deal with it. That's the matte vanilla shade right there. And I think, as you're gonna see, it doesn't show up on my arm. So if you're maybe darker than me, it might be a nice highlight shade. For me, it just really smooths out the base. This is where the palette gets really good. This is a shimmery gold shade, and it's a nice neutral shade. It doesn't lean any one way or the other, I don't think. So look how shimmery that is. And then I'm gonna just put right here. I like it. It has a nice sheen to it. Oh, there you go. Really pretty shimmery gold color. And then this is the taupey matte shade. This one I like to use by itself, just in the crease in the lower lash line, because it blends out really nicely. I mean, it can look really dramatic, but when you blend it, it blends out so smoothly and nicely. So that's that one. Then let's get into this color, the shimmery taupe. See how shiny it is? So I'm going to place it right here. It kind of matches the matte taupe shade, but in person it's really shimmery. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera. So this one I like to wear sometimes just by itself on the eye, just to give a nice wash of color. And like with all the colors, very neutral, so it's good for, I would say, most people, whichever way your undertones lean. Okay, and then finally let's do this last, the chocolatey matte shade. The chocolatey matte right here. And that's a really nice shade. Very smooth and dark. You can get it pretty deep, but like I said with the others, the other really nice ones in this palette, blends out pretty good. And so I like to use this on the lower lash line, and also just to like create a little bit more definition if I'm not going to do too much eyeliner. I find watching videos like this is really helpful when you're going to go and purchase something. So there we go. The horrible powdered sugar highlight shade, the matte vanilla shade that matches my skin exactly, the really pretty gold shade that's shimmery, matte taupe shade, good for definition and contouring, the shimmery taupe, which I think is really pretty by itself, and just blend it out a little bit for a nice wash of color, and then the matte chocolatey shade. And as you can see, they're all pretty neutral. They don't lean one way or another, so that's why I like this palette. It's pretty versatile. I've been getting good use of it. To be honest, I didn't like it at first because of the powderiness. When I opened it up, I immediately swatched everything with my fingers, and it was just like so powdery and crumbly, and I was like, oh no, this is really not good. But I started swatching the others and playing with them and blending them, and I found it has a really nice learning curve to it. after a couple of tries. And I feel like this is the case with most makeup products. The first try is always kind of a little, you don't really know what you're doing with it. At least that's my experience. But once you use it a couple times and you get used to the texture, which like I said is on the dry powdery side, it really smooths out nicely. They happen to work pretty well with my brushes, so it can always depend on like what brushes you're using, what primer you put on the lid. So I found they blend out really well with my Eco Tools brushes, my favorite brushes. 6 colors, plus getting a brush that is pretty decent, and you know, a liner that works really good as well. I think it's a pretty good deal even for 30 bucks. Again, like I said, it's an all-natural palette. Mineral Fusion uses really clean ingredients. There's no talc, which is something you should look at when getting a natural, good, healthier makeup product. Talc is in a lot of eyeshadows, so it can be hard to find one that doesn't include it. It does list the ingredients on the cover, and they do go by a plus or minus system where it may or may not contain. And one of the items listed is carmine, but the company, as mentioned through Logical Harmony, did confirm that this palette does not contain carmine, so it is a all natural and also all vegan palette. Again, I would give this palette a A-, nice A-. It would have a solid A if it weren't for the white shade right here, and also maybe if I could get a little more use out of this color. But like I said, it makes a fine base and it smooths out everything. Actually makes things a little easier to blend out. And also, oh, I forgot to mention, the mirror here is really nice. You see my map there? I have a map of LA on my wall. I like maps. But yeah, nice big mirror. Definitely I would recommend it if you're like me and you work and you want something you can play with, but you can also get away with in the workplace. So I hope this was a helpful review for those of you wondering about this product or just wondering about vegan and cruelty-free eyeshadow palettes that are out there. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you think in the comments if you have any suggestions for other products I could review. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!